Hi guys, welcome to my channel BlackMare With AF. This is a story of a businessman, Alvin, who was constantly growing in his business. His business was in every city. So, this is a matter of one day, Alvin goes to another city for his business meeting, and it gets late by the time his meeting ends. And he leaves to go to his house. Everyone says, "Sir, it's late now, you should leave tomorrow morning. We will arrange for you to stay." But Alvin doesn't listen to anyone and he takes his car and leaves for his house. It's been about 3 hours since Alvin started driving the car. Alvin's journey was going well. Now it's 2 o'clock at night. Now Alvin also starts to feel a little sleepy. Alvin stops the car on the side and washes his face with water and then starts driving again. After driving for about another 1 hour, Alvin now feels very sleepy. Then Alvin sees a hotel as he has never seen such a luxurious and beautiful hotel. Alvin thinks in his mind, "What a great hotel, man! I will also build one such hotel. People will not have seen such a hotel." And Alvin goes ahead. After driving the car for a while, Alvin sees the same hotel again. Alvin thinks this hotel was left behind, but now it is the same hotel again, not a even little different. How can this happen? Then he thinks maybe it will be its other branch, another hotel of the same company. After going a little further, Alvin sees the same hotel again. Alvin now stops his car. Alvin thinks three hotels all looking the same and on the other route the same hotel little distance apart. How can this be? Alvin thinks, what should I do now? Alvin was very sleepy. He thinks, tonight I will take a room in this hotel and stay and leave as soon as it's morning. Alvin takes his car and goes to that hotel. Alvin parks the car and goes to the hotel. As soon as Alvin enters the hotel, a man is standing at the reception at the entrance. Alvin says to the man, "I need a room for tonight. Are rooms available?" The man says, "Yes, sir, our hotel has one luxurious room after another." Alvin says, "Give me the best room." The man says, "All our rooms are good, but I will give you one room. As soon as you go to that room, you will say that I have never seen such a beautiful room before." Alvin says, "Yes, give me that room." The man says, "Okay, sir." Then Alvin says to the man, "How many such hotels are there on this road, a little distance apart?" The man says, "Sir, I don't understand anything." Alvin says, "When I was coming from the road, I saw three hotels that look exactly the same." The man says, "Sir, maybe you were sleepy, so it must be your illusion because there is only one hotel in this area." Alvin gets lost in that thought. The man says, "Sir, leave this all and you should go and sleep." The man gives the room key to Alvin. Alvin takes the key and goes towards his room. Alvin's room is on the fourth floor, room numbered 401. Alvin reaches his room. Just as Alvin is about to open his room, he hears a lady's voice, "Sir, wait." Alvin stops. Alvin says to the lady, "What happened?" The lady says, "Sir, don't go to this room." Alvin says, "Why?" The lady says, "This room is under maintenance." Alvin says, "But downstairs I was told to go to his room." The lady says, "Maybe the sir downstairs doesn't know about it." "Sir, there is an even better room, 402. You should go there." Alvin says, "Okay." The lady opens that room for Alvin and Alvin goes inside. As soon as Alvin goes inside the room, it is as if Alvin has never seen such a beautiful room before. Alvin thinks how magnificent this room is. And I didn't even say thank you to the lady. And then Alvin comes out to say thank you to the lady. But there is no one there. Alvin thinks, "She was just here. Where did she go?" Then he thinks maybe she has left. And Alvin comes back to the room. And he explores the whole room and thinks that even I build a hotel, I will make the interior of the room like this. And he thinks, let me freshen up now and then go to the sleep. Tomorrow I have to drive back. I have to go very far. Alvin takes a bath and freshen ups and comes to his bed and lies down. Then the bell of his room rings. Alvin goes and opens the door, and there is a waiter there. The waiter says, "Sir, what can I get you to eat? You must be tired after driving the car." Alvin orders food. Alvin thinks how good the service of this hotel is, even at this late hour. I will bring my family here too and stay in this hotel for a whole week. Alvin comes back to his bed, and after a while, the food comes. Alvin eats the food and goes to the sleep. And after a while, the bell of Alvin's room rings again. Alvin wakes up from his sleep and says, "Oh man, who has come now?" Alvin goes and opens the door, and there is a woman, a man, and a child at the door. Alvin says, "Yes, tell me." The woman says, "This is our room, we have booked it." Alvin says, "The hotel staff gave me this room. Please talk to them." The lady says, "We have been living in this room for many years." Alvin says, "What are you saying about years?" Just then the lady comes and says, "Sir, what happened?" Alvin says, "It's good that you came. You only told me to go to this room, didn't you? These people are saying that they have been booked this room." The lady says to the family, "I will give you another room. This room has been now given to this sir." The family leaves from there, and Alvin comes into the room. And Alvin thinks, why did that woman says that she has been living in this room for years? Then he thinks, what do I have to do? And goes back to sleep. And not even 5 minutes pass when Alvin hears voice of people talking and children playing outside his room. Alvin thinks that even at this late hour people are not sleepy and the voice is increasing. Alvin gets angry and calls the reception downstairs and says, "At this late hour there is so much noise on my floor. People are talking and children are playing. Please tell them not to make noise. Other guests are being disturbed." The man says, "Sir, we apologize. I will check who is making noise on your floor." Alvin says, "Okay." Now the voice were coming very loudly. Alvin says, "I have to go and see." As soon as Alvin opens his door and goes out, there is no one there. There was complete silence on the entire floor. Alvin thinks, how can this happen? Just now there was so much noise. Now Alvin is little scared and closes the door and comes into the room. As soon as Alvin closes the door, the voice of people come again. The voice of children comes. Now Alvin is very scared and fearfully opens the door and sees that some people are talking to each other and children are playing here and there. Alvin thinks there was no one just now. Where did so many people come from suddenly? Alvin says to all of them, "Why are you making noise so late at night?" But no one listens to Alvin. Alvin gets very angry and he goes back to his room and tries to sleep again. And suddenly, Alvin's door is knocked by many people and they say, "Save, save." Alvin wakes up scared and goes and opens his door. As soon as Alvin opens the door, it is as if his eyes sees such a sight that ground beneath his feet shakes. He sees that the whole hotel has been burned to ashes and everyone was running here and there. Some people's rooms were on fire. Alvin goes to his room to get a blanket. As soon as he comes out of the room, the whole hotel is same as before, as if there was no fire at all. Alvin thinks, what is happening to me? He thinks that now I will not stay in this room. I will leave from here. And he takes his car key and leaves and goes to the lift and presses the button for the ground floor. And the lift goes down and the door of the lift opens and Alvin comes out. As soon as Alvin comes out, he gets even more scared. He comes back in front of his room on the fourth floor. Alvin thinks, how can this happen? I pressed the button for the ground floor. How did I came to the fourth floor? Now Alvin tries to go down the stairs, but again he reaches the fourth floor. Even after several attempts, Alvin cannot go out of this hotel. Alvin gets very scared and thinks that I made a big mistake by coming to this hotel. I should have understood earlier that how there can be three hotels that look the same. Now what should I do? Alvin comes back to his room and his eyes fall on the window of the room. And he opens the window and he sees that two men on the road talking to each other. He calls out to the man but they cannot hear his voice. Alvin tries to get out of the window but cannot. The man also leaves from there. Alvin comes and sits on his bed and the window closes automatically. Alvin gets very scared. Alvin thinks that what is all happening to me? Why am I not able to go out of this hotel? Alvin thinks I have to get out of this hotel somehow. He starts running in a hurry and Alvin's legs hits the sofa and he falls down. As soon as he gets up, he sees the same family, the woman, the man and their child. Alvin says, "It's good that you came. There is something wrong in this hotel. I have not been able to go out." The woman says, "Now you will never be able to go out." Alvin says, "What are you saying?" Alvin goes to open the door. Then again the woman says, "I told you you will never be able to go out." As soon as Alvin turns back, their faces were completely burned. Seeing this, Alvin falls down and opens the door and comes out. As soon as Alvin comes out, Alvin sees that the whole hotel is burned to ashes again. Alvin hears the voice of the hotel staff, the lady, from behind. "Sir, if you need anything, tell me." As soon as Alvin turns back, the face of the staff is completely burned. Alvin turns back and tries to run. But soon as Alvin turns back, some people are standing, including small children. Their faces are also completely burned. And everyone shouts, "Save, save." Alvin thinks, what is happening to me? Alvin says to them, "What wrong I have done to you people? Let me go. I have only come to this hotel for one night." All those people say, "You have come to this hotel, but you will not be able to go out." And everyone starts laughing, and their faces were so dangerous that Alvin could not even look out to their face for a second. And everyone starts moving towards Alvin. Alvin gets very scared and runs from there and tries to open all the rooms, but not a single room opens. Again, Alvin hears a voice, "Sir, how did you like our room?" Alvin turns back, and it is the same receptionist. His face is also completely burned. The receptionist says, "Sir, we apologize. You will never be able to go out of this hotel," and starts laughing. Alvin says, "Let me go. My family is waiting for me at home." And suddenly, some people come in front of Alvin and move towards Alvin. Alvin again starts running, and then Alvin sees an open door of the room. He goes into that room and closes the room. He sits near the door and starts crying. Then he hears a voice, "Come in, child." Alvin gets scared and says, "Who are you?" The voice comes again, "Come inside." When Alvin goes inside, an old man is sitting on a chair. He says, "Come, child." Alvin says, "Please save me, uncle." The old man says, "Come, sit near me." Alvin goes and sits near the old man. The old man says, "Why did you come to this hotel? You shouldn't have come to this hotel." Alvin says, "I went to a city for my business meeting. I got late leaving from there, so I saw this hotel on the way. I thought I would stay for one night and leave in the morning. But that was my biggest mistake." Alvin says, "Please save me," and says, "This hotel is full of ghosts. Everyone's faces are burned. Why are all these people after me?" The old man says, "This hotel is mine." Alvin gets scared and stands up. The old man says, "Don't be afraid, child." Alvin asks, "Then what happened to all these people?" The old man says, "These people were just like you, innocent. They came to stay in this hotel, poor things. They didn't know anything." This is a story from many years ago. My business partner had his eyes on this hotel. He tries to snatch this hotel from me many times, but he could not take it from me. One day he came to me and said, "I have made very big mistake. I was overcome by greed. Please forgive me." I thought he had reformed, but that was my biggest mistake. He was just pretending to be good in front of me. So this is a story from one day when my hotel was completely full. Not even one room was empty, and he was also in that hotel. Then my business partner came to my room and decidefully tied my hands and feet. He said, "If I don't get this hotel, I won't let you to be yours." And he said, "I will set the whole hotel on fire." I said, "Your enmity is with me, but how many innocent people are there in this hotel right now? At least think of them. What have they done to you?" But he didn't listen to me and set the whole hotel on fire, burning it to the ground. Everyone in the hotel was burned to ashes. The Alvin says, "That was very bad what happening to you and all of them." The old man says, "Since that day, their souls have been wandering in this hotel." Alvin asks, "Then how did you survive?" The old man says, "Who said I survived? I was also burned to ashes that day." The old man's face also becomes completely burned. Alvin faints after seeing the old man's face. As soon as Alvin opens his eyes, the police and their team are waking Alvin up from his sleep. Alvin wakes up scared and he is in his car. The police officer says to the Alvin, "Is this his place to stop the car?" and sleeps in the middle of the road. The Alvin says, "Sir, how did I get here? I was in a hotel." The policeman asks, "Where is the hotel?" Alvin says, "Sir, the hotel was right here, on the road in front." The policeman says, "Are you drunk or something? Isn't a single hotel for a mile on this road." Alvin says, "Sir, I am telling the truth. There was a hotel here." Then a police constable there says, "How it is can possible?" Alvin says, "Really, I was in that hotel. I was there all night." The police constable says, "People used to say that many years ago there was a very big hotel, but due to a fire, that hotel was completely burned to ashes. And you are saying that you went in the hotel?" The constable says to his police officer, "It seems like he's crazy, sir." The police officer says, "No, it seems like he's from a wealthy family. Look at how big car he is." Alvin says, "Sir, I am telling the truth." The police officer says, "It's your imagination. You go away from here." Alvin takes his car and leaves from there and reaches his home and is very happy to meet his family, but he can never forget that hotel. If you like my story, please comment, like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.